This video is brought to you by Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. Hey, my name is Jobby, and we're looking at the Dynaction Omnimon, or Omegamon for my fellow slants. And that's Omnimon, not Omni-Man, get it right. This thing is so big that I gotta stand up for it not to block my face. You know what else makes me big? Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. Experience Japan from the comfort of your home with Tokyo Treat, a monthly Japanese subscription box with up to 20 of the latest, exclusive, and seasonal Japanese candies and snacks. And Sakura Co. is also a monthly Japanese subscription box, but with 20 authentic artisan Japanese snacks and teas from Japan's local snack makers, continuing to share Japanese culture and traditions that have been passed down for over 100 years, which is about as long as I've been on this godforsaken website. Plus one special Japanese tableware every month, which in this case is this beautiful brocade flower dish. Brocade sounds like a shitty LA dive bar. Both are delivered straight from Japan to your door, and both boxes have different themes every month. These are the October boxes, if you couldn't tell. Tokyo Treat's spooky theme is Halloween Snack Haul. Should have been Snack Halloween. Celebrate Halloween with Tokyo Treat's limited Halloween box filled with Halloween-inspired snacks like Kit Kat Sweet Potato, Koala March Halloween, and Pokemon Halloween Choco Pie. Should have been Digimon. Let's dig into this Pika Pie. It feels like going down on a low punny. And for this month, you guys can use code TREATS23 to receive up to 8 additional trick-or-treat mystery snacks. Something spicy or something sour. These are a few examples of what you can potentially get. And Sakura Co.'s theme for this month is Kyoto's Crimson Leaves. With the support of the Kyoto prefectural government, Sakura Co. presents this limited edition box design inspired by the beauty of Kyoto's autumn season, filled with artisanal delicacies like Kyo no Ame, Yuzu Dorayaki, and Sakura Co. Banana White Chocolate. All pairs excellently with the included Hojicha tea from Kyoto. And if you're confused as to what any of this is, which you shouldn't be, you watch anime, there's a booklet explaining every snack included in both boxes, which present a lot of information about Japanese culture. So check the links in the description and use my code JOBBY to get $5 off your first Tokyo Treat order and $5 off your first Sakura Co order. Same code for both links. Or use code TREATS23 to get up to 8 additional trick-or-treat mystery snacks included in your Tokyo Treat box. I've been excited for this figure ever since it got announced. A gigantic, superposable figure of the best moment and one of the best Digimon from one of my favorite childhood movies. And it's a part of one of the best toy lines in recent memory. Although you wouldn't know that since I didn't review any of the other Dynaction figures that came out. Dynaction is basically scaled up SH Figuarts figures with solid joints and die-cast metal. So I knew that this one would be a banger. And wouldn't you know it, the painting and the sculpting on this figure is amazing. However, out of the box, this guy does not have his iconic cape on. That's packaged separately. Looks like a big old dinner napkin. For some reason, I had a hell of a time trying to put this thing on, but I might have just been overcomplicating things. Check out my Just Playing stream where I go through that whole process. But it is a simple... I'm gonna talk about that later, but these spikes on his hips, they freaking hurt. But it is a simple matter of just untabbing his shoulders. You can see where the cape tabs in. And the instructions are super straightforward. The cape is posable, by the way, thanks to the sewed-in bendy wire. And it's not quite a cloth material, more like a vinyl. So if you're as excited about it as I am, I'm sure it'll clean right off. And depending on how you pose it, the cape can look really flowy and natural. And if you don't know what Digimon or Omnimon is, I don't care. Not my fault you didn't have a proper childhood. The sculpt is super simple and animation accurate and features some beautiful metallic paint in select areas. Sure, there's not much detail here, but that's how it should be. This is a big, dumb toy and I love it. But don't be too hasty when handling this guy. For some reason, these hip spikes are extremely sharp. I usually say that it's so sharp that it can draw blood. In this case, it literally did. In my Just Playing stream, like, comment, subscribe. Love handles, more like hate handles. With Dynaction's focus on playability, it would be nice if they could idiot-proof some of these sharp parts. And there is zero of that going on here, so if it looks sharp, it is. However, the other sharp bits that are not the hip spikes aren't as offensive. So, if you just be careful and get a proper handle on it... Oh, this guy is hefty! Thanks to a completely die-cast metal skeleton that I can't quite feel, I'll just take Bandai's word for it. With his solid joints and his wide foot base, he doesn't need any help standing up on his own. Even so, you do get a base, which features some digital runes. I guess that's what these are. I wonder what it says. It's time to contain the digital virus. And the base is super simple, just comes in 2 parts. Assembly is really easy. You have the option of either plugging it into his back hole, not his ass, which you can cover up with this included cap if you so choose. Or you can clamp him on, and the clamp is adjustable. Definitely not my favorite method of attaching him. I mean, there's barely anything for the clamp to grab. I'd rather insert than just grab, if you know what I'm saying. The stand can extend, locks into place, and there's a hinge joint at the very top, locks into place as well. But this part here is a fake hinge joint, so there's no up and down adjustability, so yeah, this thing's pretty limited. And you get some weapons. You have the Supreme Cannon, gets shoved into the mouth of Metal Garurumon. Digimon's not stupid, you're stupid. And for War Greymon, you get the Transcendent Sword. Called that because that's how it feels when it goes in my ass. That was a joke I stole from Miguel from my group chat. Thanks, Miguel. I owe you my life and my ass. You can also remove his horn and faceplate, and from there you can remove his eyes, which allows you to replace his front-facing eyes with eyes that look left and right. And finally, what has got to be my favorite accessory here, Matt and Tai. Oh, I'm sorry. Yamato and Taichi. These little guys are fully painted figures in their own right. A huge upgrade from the clear plastic holograms from the SH Figuarts version, which I reviewed a long time ago. Check it out. But is it just me, or are these the reboot versions? Disgusting. A plague on your house. So Matt and Tai plug into these alternate shoulder parts with peg holes in them, like so. And you just replace those shoulder pads while taking care to position their hands on his horn. Epic! This is my preferred way to display him. He doesn't need to do much to assert his dominance in any figure display. Just the neutral stance with weapons out is enough to take too much space on a shelf, goddammit. But if you had more space than I do, you can take advantage of his supreme, transcendent posability. Ball joint at the head can look up that far and look down and look down that far. And every ball joint can be a swivel. Don't want to go too ham on it. Butterfly joint. Insert Digimon joke here. Rotation at the shoulder. Hinge joint at this shoulder pad, very tight, and a ball joint at the War Greymon shoulder pad. Every ball joint. Arm moves out. No bicep swivel, but you do get an elbow ball joint. And of course, every ball... I keep scratching myself with this thing. Ball joint can be a swivel, a bend at the elbow, and there's even another bend right there. Ball joint at the head, hand, every ball joint, and the mouth can open. The exact same amount of articulation on the other arm. Ball jointed panel on his chest, which allows you to move it up, which gives you enough clearance for a crunch. But there's another hinge joint at the waist, which gives you more of a crunch. Depending on how you have your cape positioned, it can weigh the chest down. A waist swivel, which I want to be careful with. Even though these spindly joints are stronger than they look, I would still exercise caution. Chest pivot, rotation at the leg, can move back that far. A supreme spread. Thigh swivel, bend at the knee. Not a double bend at the knee, but it doesn't really need it. Up and down at the ankle. There's a series of hinge joints inside the leg that allows you to extend the ankle, which gives you more articulation. Swivel at the ankle, and a damn good pivot. Also, each of his toes are individually articulated. Holy cannoli, this guy is articulated. I really hope Bandai continues to expand the Dynaction line. I love how they didn't just stick with Evangelion, as much as I love Eva. Extreme posability at such an extreme size. Comparison time. Here's Figma-matic Economy, Haya Toys Godzilla, Magic Square Light of Peace, my previous review, Trojan Horse Hurricane, not Wasvadator, VSH Figuarts Omnimon, and to show you even more clearly how big this guy is, here's 01 Studio Cell, not Unicron. I absolutely love this thing. If you're a Digimon fan who knows Digimon beyond the Rule 34, you owe it to yourself to get this thing. The only real complaint I have, besides drawing blood, is the lack of an electronic feature. I mean, the Dynaction Shin Ultraman had it. Oh, you know I heard about it, boy. Electronics aren't necessary, but I would want something just a little bit more for this price. Link in the description if you want one. Good luck. Let's kick it up! By that I mean my wallet in the balls. Ah! I'll see you guys next time on this month's Fail Box. And I won't be late this time. I'm definitely gonna be late this time.